Greetings, Jay Stone here. This week on the Cap and Ball Fanatic channel, we're shooting a Ruger Old Army. Yeah, let's get after it. So it's a funny story about these Ruger Old Armies and how I came to acquire them. You know, I've done a lot of shows and shoots and events and been to a lot of cap and ball places over the years. And I have never seen one available for sale that I could negotiate on or purchase. So at our Frontier shoot at the Cap and Ball, Grand Valley Cap and Ballers a month or so ago, I was sitting around a campfire, and one of my buddies offered me his Ruger Old Army for a very fair price. I'd shot it once with him, and I thought it would be cool to have one, so I said, all right, deal. So I bought it from him. I got up from there to take it back to my trailer. As I was walking back to my trailer, a vendor recognized me off the channel, walked up and said, hey, I've got something you need to see. And in the back of his trailer was a stainless steel Ruger Old Army with some accoutrements with it. And he said, I'll give it to you for a very fair price as long as you shoot it on the channel. And I said, bingo. So I acquired that one. So what happened is I acquired two Ruger Old Armies in less than an hour. I don't know why I need two, but one is blued. That's the one we're shooting today. This is from my friend Ben, who was in our video about building the shooting range out at the club. And then I'll shoot the stainless steel one at another time. I haven't had that out yet. So let's start at about 20 yards on paper, and let's see how we can shoot this thing. I've only shot this once, and you've seen it on both videos. Once was at the club, and when I shot the curved bullets here in the same videos. I've never tried to be all that accurate with it, so I have no idea. Let's give it a try. That one's nowhere. All right, let's take a second cylinder at the target at about 18, 20 yards. Ruger Old Army, learning how to shoot it. All right, so we did pretty well on paper. So now we'll shoot our Ruger Old Army at Big Yellow. Let's move back to about 30 yards, and let's see if we can't hit that big target with this beautiful gun. Now, of course, this is a modern firearm, right? This didn't exist in history this way. This is a cap and ball 19th century ignition system modeled on the exterior after the Spiller and Burr or the Whitney. It's not modeled after the Remington. The Remington's modeled after the Whitney and the Spiller and Burr. It's got the same Spiller and Burr loading lever mechanism here. But on the inside, it's a modern Ruger Blackhawk. And so this shoots like a modern revolver with a cap and ball ignition system, which is kind of cool, which means it's sturdy, it'll hold up. You have to clean it, but you don't have to clean it as deeply every single time. Because it's stainless steel on the inside and it's beautiful. And so I'm trying now to figure out how to adjust for not needing to adjust for windage and elevation. Trying to figure out where this actually shoots. This particular one has adjustable sights on it. I have not adjusted them because this is like the second time I've shot it, but I will put it on a bench and zero it in at some point. So I'm just shooting offhand here to see how it is. If you haven't shot one, I hope you get to. Let's go for another one here. So here we are at about 17 yards. Actually, we're closer to 18 yards on small swinging steel with the Ruger Old Army, my blued version. Got it. All right, 18 yards. We're working our way to Bigfoot. Ha! Dragon. No force field on that bad boy. All right, 35 yards. Big yellow. Ruger Old Army. I have more trouble with this than I do with my regular cap and ball revolvers figuring it out. Maybe it's because it's supposed to shoot straight. We'll find out. So to end this video on the Ruger Old Army, we're going to have to do something a little different. I shot yesterday from 50 yards with the Ruger Old Army, and as does happen from time to time with marginally inexpensive equipment when you're shooting by yourself and you get caught up in the shooting and don't pay attention to your equipment, is my microphone cut out after the first shot. What I'm going to do today is you're going to see a little weird looking video sound to end this, where I have to try to match the sound of the target camera that's up close to the steel target with the puff of the revolver on the video where there is no sound. So let's see and whether or not I can end my shooting day with a good string on steel at 50 yards. Okay, so here we are. We move back like we like to do. We're at 50 yards. Let's see if we can't put this Ruger Old Army on big yellow from 50. We ought to be able to, huh? Nope. So there you have it. My couple of days on the cap and ball fanatic range with one of my new to me Ruger Old Armies. I'll tell you what, I'd heard great things about them. They're almost mythical because they're so hard to come by. And what I found is that it's actually a very fine cap and ball revolver. Of course, it's cap and ball revolver, 19th century on the outside, and it's modern on the inside. Ruger made these from 1971 to about 2008. So now they're a little hard to come by, and typically they're pretty pricey. I just got really lucky finding the two that I have. It's a little heavier. It reminds me a bit of the Rogers and Spencer in weight, or almost the Dragoon in terms of weight. And that's a little hard on these old hands. But I'll tell you what, I enjoyed my time with it. We'll be back soon with another video here on the Cap and Ball Fanatic channel. So please enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you again on down the road the next time.